Hi guys, it's ASBYT and these are the Beats Solo Pro headphones. They launched on the 30th of October and I've been using them on and off for the last month or so it's time for my full review. Features, fit, comfort, sound quality and everything in between. The good points, the bad points, the truth, and are they worth the high price tag? Let's get straight to it. Now, quick disclaimer, these were actually sent to me by Beats, but they had no say in points to be addressed in this review video, and they haven't been sent a copy of the review either, so they're watching it for the first time now, as you are. So we're going to very quickly touch on the features and then tell you how I've been getting on with them. And the first feature that's pretty cool is the fact that when you open them, they turn on, and when you close them, they turn off. So there is no power button on here, and there is a really nice snap to them when you do that. And certainly when you're on the go or traveling, it's a really handy feature. You don't have to faff around with, you just close them up, you know it's going to turn off and you're going to save your battery. All your main controls are on the right hand side. For play and pause, it's simply one tap in the middle, double tap to skip track and triple tap to go back. Volume up and down is, as expected, up and down, and you have the ability to turn on and off active noise cancelling and transparency mode like on the Airpods Pro using the small button on the left hand side. On the opposite side to the button we have some of your microphones for your calls, more on that a bit later. We also have a small LED and we have our Lightning charging port. So Lightning, because of course Beats now come under the Apple umbrella, and request for Type-C charging at this point with Apple pretty much seems redundant. So Beats continuing with the physical buttons like they did on the Powerbeats Pro, as opposed to say gestures, and all of these work very well with really nice reassuring clicks. Although I still pretty much hate having to press a button 3 times just to go back a track. First world problems, I guess. And on top of that, I'm not too sold on the active noise cancelling and transparency modes either. And that's not to say that the active noise cancelling doesn't work, because on the whole it does very, very well. But it seems to me a lot more passive than I was expecting, and that's of course due to their design. So as soon as I put them on, without enabling any of the features, I noticed straight away it was blocking out a lot of the outside noise, hoovers, TV, people talking, trains, etc. It works very, very well. But when I'm actually flicking between the different modes, going from active noise cancelling to transparency mode, for example, I'm not noticing a massive amount of difference. When you've got no music playing, you can, but as soon as you've got music pumping, it's quite minimal, the difference. So in terms of noise cancelling, works very, very well. The transparency mode, in my opinion, could do with a little bit of a tweak to allow more sound in from the outside, so you can notice a much bigger difference between the modes on a future product. You can pair these with both Android and Apple devices, although it is certainly more streamlined on iPhones because of course that relationship with Apple. And for this reason they also have many similar features to AirPods, for example, and AirPods Pro. Instant pairing with the use of the H1 chip, giving pretty much flawless syncing with no lag whatsoever when viewing media, etc. Also, battery performance seems slightly more efficient when using it with an iPhone over Android as well, and you get 22 hours when you've got ANC and transparency modes turned on, 40 hours when you've got them turned off. So there is quite a big jump between the two, and to be honest, like I said, the passive noise cancelling works pretty well anyway, so that's something to consider. And charging time is also superb. In just 10 minutes you can get 3 hours of playback. So don't be worried if you are an Android user, they've worked really, really well with my Pixel 4, but it is just that slightly bit better with an iPhone. Now design-wise, I like what they've done. Very clean, premium looking and feeling in the hand. I've got the kind of white and gold ones here, which I think look pretty sick, but they're certainly not great if you're clumsy like me and like to spill coffee. Devastated. I had them about 2 days when that happened. I love the matte white finish, but if it's not for you, there are plenty of other colours to choose from. And I believe the construction is metal, leather, and a kind of memory foam material as well. And they're pretty comfortable on the whole. A nice snug fit at first, but because their very nature is on ear and not over ear, they will start to clamp down on your ears a little after a couple of hours or so. It's not unbearable. A quick sort of 5-10 minute break and put them back on and they're fine again. Also, because they are on ear, they can get a little bit sticky if you are at the gym sweating away. I'm not really sure who does that at the gym. And along that train of thought as well, it's a bit of a surprise that they don't come with an IP rating like the Powerbeats Pro do. But apparently, according to Beats, they are sweat resistant and they are rain resistant as well. There's no guarantees with that though. There is also a kind of soft to medium carry case that comes with them as well. Great for traveling if you have a backpack, but I certainly wouldn't put them in a suitcase, for example. They may get squashed. Now, I do have to point out, even though I have tested many over-ear and on-ear headphones, in terms of look, they're not my personal cup of tea. I do prefer the look of in-ear, but usually there is one advantage of a decent pair of over or on-ear headphones, and that's sound quality. And I can say with these Solo Pro headphones, as I said with the Powerbeats Pro, they really have changed my opinion of Beats as a brand. Before, I always thought, yep, big brand name due to the weight of Dre behind them and celebrity and sports people endorsements. But the sound quality, while not garbage, was kind of just okay really for the price you were paying. Incredibly bass heavy, a bit muddy at times as well. But now with these two sets of products, they've got it near spot on. They aren't the absolute best in this price range, which in my opinion is a bit still too top heavy, but the sound is well balanced. Still slightly bass heavy, great for the likes of R&B and hip hop, etc. But the highs are crisp and clear, and also I've tried a wide variety of music genres on these and no complaints at all. They really have done a very good job with the sound. No complaints either with the call quality, and due to the ANC, I actually prefer to take calls whilst using them than without. So with the Solo Pro headphones, as I was with the Powerbeats, I'm very, very impressed. Are they worth the £270 price tag? Well, worth is always slightly subjective as it depends on what's important to you. Is it pure sound quality? Is it design? Is it a brand name? For me, if they priced these at $199, I would say absolute no-brainer, go and get them. But as we push up through the 200s towards the 300s, they start crossing paths with some huge headphone models, and then they become slightly harder to recommend. So a great set of headphones, and if you can snipe them at a discounted price, I would say you're onto a winner. Let me know in the comment section below, are you interested in the Beats Solo Pro headphones? Are you gonna go and get them? Have you already got them? What do you think of them, etc.? Let me know below, love to hear as always your thoughts. If you found this video helpful and enjoyed it, drop a like down below and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you're new to the channel. I do tech videos, pretty much daily content here. That was very delayed. I was going for the news, unboxings, reviews. I love you and leave you. I'll see you in the next one. Says BYT, peace out.